Alrighty, let's go and do scenario 5. I again forgot to read all the cool stuff that we get story wise, as well as record the amount of damage on Hope Summers, which was still 1. Mark each campaign environment. Got it. And we are off to nope, the flavor text. Jowoom! He's getting away! Hope, wait! We have to go after her. No, she's my responsibility. I'll go alone. Come on, Cable. It seems Hope learned a little too well from you, Nate. If you go, we all go. There you go. You're right. We go together. X-Force, move out. If it isn't Cable, my inferior copy. You're the clone Stryfe? Lies, you stole my rightful place in the Summers family. Now I will take your family from you. Joshy, so if you were playing a Storm and you had the weather out that gives +1 attack, Hope would then have an attack of 4, right? Because Storm's attack is 3 due to the weather, and then Hope also gets another one. I think so. I think that would be the case. Yeah. And then you go boot camp for 5, and then combat training for 6. Then I think I was saying yesterday when I did the 4-player campaign run through earlier, I was playing Wolverine. And when Hope got around to me, it was a fluid motion Wolverine deck. And so like I was getting her up to like 9-10 attack just because Wolverine had like forgot how he was getting that much attack, but it was dumb. Then brute force, then enraged. She doesn't take consequential damage, and so enraged is not a horrible option for it, especially if you have a way to heal her up somehow. I think that would be kind of a really fun build to pursue. Alrighty, scenario 5, Stryfe. Just as you are ready to take Mr. Sinister into custody, a time portal opens to allow the evil genius to escape. Hope pursues Sinister through the portal, intent on putting an end to his diabolical schemes. Uncertain of what dangers awaits Hope on the other side of the portal, you have no choice but to follow her. On the other side of the portal, you find an unconscious Sinister lying at the feet of the mutant Stryfe, a clone of Cable. Hope tries to mimic Strife's telepathic powers to free herself from his grasp, but his powers are too great and threatens to overwhelm her with explosive results. So let's do our setup here. Put Hope Summers into play under the first player's control. Boom. Reveal Strife's Grasp. Strife's Grasp, permanent, hinder 6. So this comes in with 10. Hope Summers can attack only Stryfe and can thwart only this scheme. Force response. After Stryfe is defeated or the last threat is removed from this scheme, flip this card and reveal Living Bomb. Place any threat here on Living Bomb. Living Bomb, Stryfe cannot be defeated. Advance the main stage to 2A. This effect cannot be canceled when revealed. So that comes in with 10. It's a lot of threats. Okay. Uncontrollable power. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player places X threat here, where X is the number of cards of the most common type in their hand. Each player may discard 1 card from their hand before calculating the value of X. If this stage is completed, players lose the game. And this has a crisis. Stryfe states that while Stryfe is attacking you, he gets plus X, where X is the number of the most common type in your hand. So a lot of nasty stuff there. Gather each campaign environment. Place 1 per threat for each campaign environment and play. Ooh, that's 4. So this is at 14 actually. B. Howlin. After playing this campaign twice, I think Stryfe is your favorite villain. You can't rush him. You have a ton of thwart to remove too. Nice. Interesting. Stryfe is the scariest villain because of all the counting. Counting is very, very, very tough. The players choose to either place damage on Hope Summers equal to the damage recorded on her from the previous scenario in the campaign log, or place that much threat on Stryfe's grasp. We're going to keep the damage on Hope. In player order, each player discard cards from the encounter deck until they discard a minion or a psionic attachment and reveal that card. Okay, so we'll shuffle this up, and if we discard any of the campaign stuff, we will just shuffle it back in because they're not in there yet. So, but I already kind of shuffled it a little bit, and I didn't pull those campaign cards out. Stryfe has 15 hit points. Cable did not take damage last turn or last game, so we don't have to adjust our counter. So we'll discard cards until we get a minion or a psionic attachment. Treachery. That's going to get shuffled back in. There it is. Attach to your identity. After you play an event or upgrade, take 1 damage. After you recover, spend a mental resource, discard this card. That's tough because I actually cannot recover right now. And then Under Pressure is going to get shuffled back in because we technically haven't added that to the deck yet. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Alrighty, there you go. The players as a group choose one player side scheme listed in the campaign log that has not been chosen previously and do the following. Yeah. Okay. So we can go with reduce the amount I play each event with a printed cost of 3 more by 1, or we can get pouches. I guess we'll go with pouches. Didn't the updated rules state that you could take action like recover even if you haven't taken damage? I feel like it was a big thing. I don't remember. I don't remember. I thought it was no. I thought it was if you were at full health, you couldn't because it did not change the game state. Now, and the action itself has to change the game state because this is a response. The response changes the game state, but I don't think the action itself does. Okay, so we chose geared up and we get overburdened. Oh, which is a treachery. Choose to either discard 1 resource card from your hand or take 2 damage. Ew, gross. Because normally we follow the rules, doesn't change board state thing, but then the whole thing about attacking even without a target to remove stun, hence why I wonder if recover would work. But yeah, it's all I didn't think that it works like that, but I could be completely wrong. Okay, we're gonna shuffle this up. We're gonna probably pull, this is a side scheme, so we're probably gonna pull Jessica Drew. Grim Rule in my case. Yeah, there you go. Nice. I'm excited to play Gear Up with Domino, giving the pouches, which is the 2 double or the double wild, makes, you know, luck be a lady. You get to choose 4 options. That's 12 damage for a 1-cost card. It just seems crazy. It just seems super crazy. Okay. Two. Oh. 4, 6. Okay, I think Stryfe's Grasp. We need to thwart down Stryfe's Grasp. What happens when we go to stage 2? Left to your fate. Stryfe gains Stalwart. Each identity gets +2 hand size. Increase the resource cost to play each player card by 1. That's really cool. And then we just have to kill Stryfe. Cool. I'm excited to see if I can beat Stryfe with Hulk and hold the threat to clean up. Shield Justice Hulk for the win. That will be interesting because I think Shield is a little bit slower of a ramp. And so it seems like we have to go quick right now. So it'll be interesting. Okay, so we got Telekinetic Blast, one way or another, Mind Scan, Establish Perimeter, Superpower Training, and a Mind Scan. We're going to keep Mind Scan. Do we keep one way or another? That seems crazy. But then we can pull Jessica Drew in for a 5 thwart. We're going to keep one way or another. I don't know what side schemes are in there, but we're going to find out. It's going to be exciting. We're also going to keep a second copy of Mind Scan. We have Established Perimeter, Superpowered Training. I think we're going to hang on to Established Perimeter. Um, we can start with TVP. We're going to toss Telekinetic Blast. Do we want to toss Superpowered Training? Do we want to toss Superpowered Training? Yeah, we're going to toss Superpowered Training. So we're going to get Nick Fury and Professor X. Alrighty. After we defeat a side scheme, we get to ready him. We're actually in here, which is set up. We get to go find a... After you play an event or upgrade, take 1 damage. After you recover. So if I play... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So Technovirus Purge. Actually, I don't think we're going to go with Technovirus Purge here. Because I think what we're going to do is we're going to play in a... We don't have an upgrade. Are these put into play? No, these are put into play. I was trying to figure out if I could play an upgrade in Alter Ego. And if we can, then we can heal. Let's just go TVP. We'll just take a ton of damage. It'll be fine. But we also do not want to play Established Perimeter because we'll just ping that off with that damage. I didn't think about that. Here we are. Then we get a bunch of stuff. Okay, remove 1 assembly counter here. Search their deck and discard pile for an ally. We're going to go grab Jessica Jones. So she has a 4 thwart right now. Upgrade of 2 or less and put it into play. I don't know why I just shuffled my deck. Upgrade of 2 or less and put it into play. Honestly, that may be X-Gene. Like, Scimitar is nice. Or heck, maybe Skilled Investigator. That'd be kind of cool. X-Gene can hit Mind Scan. We're going to go with X-Gene. Jessica Jones seems to be so good. Yeah. Jessica Jones is excellent for Nathan. Because she always will have a 2 thwarts starting out at least. Then we got Safe House. We'll use Safe House to draw a card. Into an upgrade. Let's go. Okay. Upgrade. We will take 1 damage. We will recover and spend Professor X to get rid of this. Okay. We should not have gone with TVP, but here we are. We'll flip into hero form. Let's use one way or another. See what our options are. Under pressure. Surge. Amplify. Don't love it. Telepathic camouflage. Each player places X threat here, where X is the number of cards with the most common type in their hand, which would be 2. That would come in with 4 threat. I'm going to choose that one because we can easily clear that with Jessica Jones, who's now thwarting for 5. Actually, we're going to clear it with Cable so we can get her ready. But wonder if he gets if we'll get her as the hero. She'll have a special thwart ability based on side. It's an interesting... I think it's an interesting ability because I typically think of Jessica Jones as kind of more of a brute attacker. To draw 3. Gray Malkin is huge right here. This is genius, nice, and another one way or another. All right, let's use a genius and a Gray Malkin. Gray Malkin and no, not yet. Hope will thwart um, telepathic camouflage for 2. Gray Malkin and X Gene will play Mind Scan, which will clear telepathic camouflage. Which, wait, actually, before we do that, Jessica Jones is going to thwart for 5 off of Stryfe. Oh, and Hope can only take it off of Stryfe. Shoot. Shoot. That actually messes me up a lot. uh, um, okay, we can figure this out. Because I need Cable. I should not have played TVP this first turn. She's a detective investigator too. That's fair. That's fair. Mind Scan right now is only removing 3. Oh, I blew it. I should not have played Technovirus Purge here. Should have played not that. Now we could play 2 Mind Scans, but I hate the idea of that. Okay, so I think what we have to do is go Gray Malkin, Mind Scan, establish perimeter in one way or another to play Nick Fury. We'll draw 3 cards. Strength, Scimitar, Energy. Nick will thwart 2 off of telepathic camouflage. Hope will take 2 off of here. Actually, we'll leave that. Jessica will thwart 5 off of here. Hey, how's it going, Robo? Doing good. How are you doing? Could be a bit like Wolverine, big punches and great thwart. Yeah. Put her big hands events. Put her big hits into events, perhaps. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, I would be down for that. I'd be down for that. Okay, now we're going to use energy for strength. No, energy for scimitar. And then we'll go strength for mind scan to clear telepathic camouflage, which will then ready Cable, ready Gray Malkin. Not what I wanted. Oh, scimitar also will hit Stryfe for 2. Maybe like a 2-2-1 in good events. Yeah. Not bad, bro. Just bunking for the last hour. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So I think Jessica Jones could be really interesting. I think she could also be someone that kind of works with player side schemes, and maybe she can introduce like player side schemes that come in with a negative benefit as well as like a really positive one. That's kind of like her like side missions, right? Because she's always kind of doing detective work and everything. That could be kind of interesting. I can't believe I feel like I blundered that turn so hard. Okay, we'll take 2 off of TVP. We hope we'll take 2 off of Strife's. I want a Luke Cage. I think Luke Cage could be really interesting how they do him, like with his like super powerful, like like almost indestructiveness. Clear the area, power the mind, professor, plasma rifle, turn the tide. It's fine. You blundered the turn. It's not like it was caught on camera. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. But I think it would be interesting if like her player side schemes all had like crisis icons on them. I think that could be kind of cool, or just any bad effect, but then have like a higher benefit for taking them out. Yeah. What if they were like 0 cost, 4 threat, and like crisis or amplify or something like that, but then had even a benefit while they're in play? That'd be interesting. That'd be really cool. Like it has a crisis, but while it's in play, you're attacking more. That's interesting. Yeah, kind of like a Fool's Paradise type thing. That's really cool. That's really cool. Alrighty, so let's read this again. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player places X threat here, where X is the number of cards of the most common type in their hand. So we got 2 events. So 2. Stryfe is going to attack us with +2. So we're going to block with Nick. Gonna kill Nick. Then our encounter card is going to be a TV Resurgence. Actually, that kind of made up for not clearing TVB turn 1. Okay, so this says when revealed, search your deck, discard pile at hand and victory display for a TVP and put it into play. Attach this card to TVP. If you cannot, discard this card and deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. So there you go. Now we'll clear it this turn. Woo! Wow. Okay. That's pretty funny. We're going to thwart 2 here. They could do plenty of player side schemes like this. Hazard icon, but all cards cost 1 less resource. Yeah. The player side schemes have such an interesting, like, it opens up so much space for design where, like, you have negative benefits. You have ones that, like, while they are in play, like you're saying, do a benefit while they're in the victory display, like TVP does. And there's just a lot of really cool stuff that I'm really pumped to see where else they go with it. Great Malcolm will clear the area here. So we get +1 to all of our stats. We get to ready Great Malcolm, and draw into Skilled Investigator. Nice. Lord of the Rings question, if you don't mind. Of course not, yeah. Do you have any dream decks you want to build but can't because you don't own the sets? What are they and how do they play? I do not. And so I've done a pretty decent job, I think, of avoiding spoilers. So I am opening them as I play through. And so I don't even have the entirety of the Agmar campaign, like, available to me. That being said, the Dunedain archetype, which was kind of previewed in that deluxe box, which is the first 3 scenarios of the old packaging, and, like, I don't know, half or 40% of the player cards. The Dunedain, where you want enemies engaged with you and you get benefits, kind of like the player side scheme, right? Like, you get benefits for having the enemies next to you, but not killing them. And so, like, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. A lot of yeah, definitely Joshy. A lot of branches to explore. We'll play Skill Investigator. Actually, yeah. We're not gonna play Turn the Tide just because I want to build a little bit. Actually, before we thwart that, Jessica Jones, because timing matters here, is gonna thwart for 4 off of here. I put all my 2s in the wrong one. I was wondering why I didn't have any thwart tokens. Does anyone know if Lord of the Rings LCG is on TTS? I don't think. I think it may be on TTS, but there's a way to play it. I think it's called Dragon Cards. Maybe someone else knows, but there's a way to play online. I think it's called Dragon Cards. Okay. We'll take Hope Summers to thwart Stryfe's grasp. I think. After a Stryfe is defeated or the last threat is removed from the scene, flip this. Stryfe cannot be defeated. Advance to the main scheme to stage 2A. This effect cannot be canceled. Oh, and this has a victory on it. That's cool. So this goes to 2A. Stryfe gets Stalwart. Each identity gets +2 hand size. Increase the resource cost to play each player card by 1. Okay, we're not doing that yet. I forgot about that. Hold on. Let's get these cards down. Great Malcolm will play Professor. Power of the Mind and Turn the Tide will play Plasma Rifle. Then we're going to do that. That comes in with 3. Left to Your Fate comes in with 0. Goes up by 1 every single turn. We thwart out at 8. Skill Investigator will trigger to draw into a Mind Scan. We'll actually probably hang on to Mind Scan here. Um, Cable will thwart Living Bomb. That puts another one in the victory display for 2. Sweet. Now Mind Scan is removing 5. We'll hang on to Mind Scan. We'll stand everybody up. Timing matters, like you said. Yeah. Right? Another question, if that's okay, of course. So you bought the repackaged sets. What exactly is the difference between them and the sets that already exist? So far, I've got pretty much all the repackaged stuff. Hesitant on buying anything other than they weren't are of a lesser quality, or if they're going to end up being repackaged to a higher quality. No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. So I don't think that there is a there's not a quality difference. It's the same content. It's just in a more, one, environmentally friendly, and 2, in a logistically friendly packaging. And so it's not multiple different packs that you all have to combine to create a single set. It's 2 boxes instead of 7. So it's just easier. The only thing that they come with are like the campaign cards, which they do provide as like print. You can print them out. And most of them don't ever get shuffled in. So it's just kind of like you can just print them out and play. 2, 4, 5 plus 2, Power of the Mind, and Body Slide. So we're going to add 1 here. Stryfe is going to attack for 0. We have 2. We have 2 events. No, we have 3 events. So he's attacking us for 3. We will block with Jessica Jones. Yeah. So 3. If you have at least 3 cards in your hand that share a type, place 3 threat on the main scheme. Yikes. That's terrifying. Hydrate. Let's go. I always forget to drink my coffee on stream, so I appreciate the hydrate reminder, because then my coffee gets cold and I get sad. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's I don't necessarily see a difference between the 2 packs, but if they are in the deluxe version, go with that, just because it's better storage, is better for the environment, is better for everything. They're also less expensive. I think that they are overall cheaper. Okay, then our encounter card is a Thumbelina. Reduce the amount of damage Thumbelina takes from each attack by 1, unless the attacker has the tiny trait. That's really fun. When revealed, return the highest cost upgrade you control to its owner's hand. Don't love that. Scimitar or Plasma Rifle? We're going to go Plasma Rifle. I'm going to take that into our hand, because we'll pull Plasma Rifle with Lock and Loaded. We don't need our Sonic Rifle because he has Stalwart, so we can't confuse him anyways. So she's nasty. I don't like that at all. I do the same with my coffee when I'm playing and not streaming. That's fair. I'm a little scared by how much threat was just added there, but here we are. Okay. I beat the villain. Wait, what's this cool mug of coffee that's full? Yeah. Nice. Okay. We have plus $1 for stats. I will forget that. This is really interesting. With every card costing 1 more, it messes with stuff. It's fun. It's fun. Now I want to play this with Fool's Paradise and go with, even plus 2 hand size more. Okay, so let's go with a thwart of 3 here. We're gonna play Power the Mind and X Gene to play Mind Scan because it costs one more. So that's gonna remove 5 threats from gear up. We'll go ahead and shuffle the pouches in there. Pouches actually makes a lot of sense because it does help with Fool's Paradise, you madman. Because it does help with kind of this increased cost. Plus, it throws another resource card in there. We don't have a ton of resource cards, so it helps a little bit. Cable. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to have used Grey Malkin instead of X Gene. Cable readies, Grey Malkin readies, Skilled Investigator triggers. We get to draw into Marvel Girl. Grey Malkin. No. Let's go X Gene. We'll pay for Body Slide. So we'll flip down to Alter Ego. Professor will draw us, or actually Professor is going to throw a Lock and Load or Establish Perimeter. Lock and Load or Establish Perimeter. We also have Superpower Training. We have another one. Call for Backup. We're going to throw Call for Backup out there. Or Build Support. We are going to go with Establish Perimeter because we're going to draw into some of the other ones, so I think we'll be okay. Pool will help you with that. Yeah, that's true. Don't remind me. I doubt Pool will hit the table often with you. Really? Not really your play style? So, oh, that pulls it to our hand. Safe House will draw us a card into Precognition. We'll flip up to Hero Form. We'll go Grey Malkin and Sonic Rifle. We'll play Establish Perimeter. We'll use Precognition and Plasma Rifle to play Clear the Area, to clear Establish Perimeter. That'll give us a tough status card. Grey Malkin will ready, and we'll get to draw a card into Call for Backup. I really want to play Call for Backup, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can just... no, I can. I can, because I can use an ally to pay for Call for Backup, so we're good there. Yeah, okay. Grey Malkin and Marvel Girl will play Call for Backup. Oh, Scimitar is going to hit Thumbelina for 1. Hope is going to hit Thumbelina for 2. I meant to do that like a long time ago. I like to play somewhat thematic approach to decks. That's why I like the Hulk Shield deck so much. It feels like Hulk rampaging while Shield controls the situation. I think I'll only use pool with characters like Deadpool himself and maybe Spider-Ham. Nice. Nice. Cable will thwart Call for Backup. We're at 4 now. With Call for Backup gone, we're going to go find Nick. Nick's going to come into play, and we're going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Grey Malkin readies. Okay, if we put Build Support into play, Grey Malkin, then we can't play anything else in our hand. I think I'm okay with that, honestly, because we have a blocker. Oh, wait, actually, we can... Oh, no, we got this. We go Grey Malkin and Telekinetic Blast for a build support. And we go Eros and Blindfold for Ascani Sun. Even though it's not really... I mean, we can defend for 4. We're actually... Ascani Sun actually makes a lot of sense to just play. And we can just use that to clear stuff in the villain phase. So, actually, I'm really happy with that. Hey, CDN, how's it going? It is going good for me. We will thwart 1 off the main with Nick. I'll stand up. We got telekinetic force field, temporal leap, helicarrier. Turn the tide pouches 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We deck out. Doing well, but I made a deal with Nelson that's preventing me from going to bed. I'm not allowed to be complaining about being tired at 11:20 in the morning, and Josh has to watch. Josh has to watch me play. Alrighty, okay, so we've got one player side scheme, one upgrade, one support. We got 3 upgrades, so that's going to be the main. And we don't actually have a chance to discard cards this time, so it's going to be 3 here on the main. Stryfe is going to attack us for 4. We're going to block with Nick, or 3. I'm sorry. Plus 0. And Advance could really kill us here. Yeah. Encounter cards. Dragoness. When Dragoness activates against you, she gets plus X scheme and plus X attack for that activation, where X is the number of lightning resources in your hand. That's really cool. And then Gang Up. Oh, no, that's not good at all. Actually, that's actually fine. I'm 100% okay with that. So Stryfe is attacking us for 3. How many lightnings do we have? I wonder how wilds work. It's currently 1:20 a.m. You're heading into the office in the morning. My colleagues are going to love me. Nice. I don't know how wilds work. I really did not want to draw a helicarrier because I can't use Ascanius to clear build support because build support is search your deck and discard pile. And so I want to get helicarrier in, but I don't think I can. Just +1 on the main 2B. Oh yeah, you're so right. Oh, thank you, B Holland. That's way easier. That's way better. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Okay. Did you have a question with wilds or something? I missed it. Yeah, so she gets plus X for a number of lightning resources. Do I get to choose? I think you choose when you play what resource wilds are. So right now I only have 1. That's how I'm reading that. The wilds don't count for the lightning here. Strife's hitting us for 3. We will take it to the face. +4. Oh, there's a 4 boost in there. That's fun to know. Knocks off the tough. And we take 1 retaliate. And then Dragoness is going to hit us for 2. We'll take that. Retaliate 1. That actually worked out well because now we can scimitar. Okay. In your hand, wow, is there nothing else? Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's use Turn the Tide and Gray Malkin to play Forced Amnesia. That's going to trigger Scimitar, which is going to take out Dragoness. Helicarrier's in the discard pile now. Now we will thwart build support and pull Helicarrier into play. 2, 4, 5. Agree, that's more to the point than the explanation you're typing up. Helicarrier is now our friend. We will play... No, do we want to play Turn the Tide? I don't... Stryfe hurting. Skilled Investigator will draw us into the power of the mind. Interesting. Cable gets ready. Gray Malkin gets ready. It's really interesting here. It's really interesting to see, like, with the +1 cost on everything, it makes decisions fun. Like, do I actually want to play Turn the Tide for 3 damage? I don't think I do. Like, I think I would rather use Grey Malkin and the Power of the Mind to play Telekinetic Force Field. Pouches will play Locked and Load. Cable will thwart Lock and Load, which will go get us our big gun. Because he has Stalwart, so we don't need the Sonic Rifle. And then we actually will play Turn the Tide because X-Gene cannot play Temporal Leap because that's an upgrade. So yeah, we'll use Temporal Leap to play Turn the Tide to hit Stryfe for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hope will hit Stryfe for 3. 1, 2, 3. Down to 6. We'll stand up. So at this point, I think we could probably do pretty well without really doing many card plays. One way or another. Genius. Clear the area. Mind Scan. That's 3. Body Slide. Ugh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. That's not great. Okay, so also the bad thing. Ready, Grey Malk. Oh yeah, rifle him for 4. Good call. Good call. Thank you. Down to 2. Good call. Good call. Thank you. The other interesting thing about this is once you start thinning your deck, you're left with resources and events. So now he's hitting us for 2, 4, 5. He has 5 attack right now. So that's cool. We're going to go 1 here. Stryfe is going to attack us for 5 plus a boost card. We'll defend for 4. We will a Skinny Sun, Grey Malkin to clear this. Plus 1. So he attacked us for 6. We defended for 4. We take 2. He takes 1 from the retaliate. He's down to 1. Our encounter card is Vanisher. Return the support you control with the highest cost to your hand. That's going to be Safe House. And then that surges into Mental Transferal. If Stryfe's Grasp is in play, attached to Hope Summers. Otherwise, attached to your identity. After Stryfe takes any amount of damage, attached character takes an equal amount of damage to discard this card. Nice. That's nice with him at 1. Okay. Shame it wasn't an assault to end with the retaliate. Well, in stage 1. Hey, chicken, how's it going? How you doing? Okay. Let's go Helicarrier to play one way or another. Oops. Mutant Insurrection comes in with 5. Don't want Captive Hope. Cerebral Return an upgrade. No, I don't want to do that. Extreme Measures. After a player enters play, its controller takes indirect damage equal to that printed cost. That comes with a 5. We're going to... After a player card enters play. We care about that? There's a lot of side schemes in here, actually. Let's go with the Extreme Measures. Comes in with 5. Stryfe already? I struggled a lot with Domino because of common... Oh, yeah. That's interesting. That's fun. Yeah, right now we're kind of built up, and so we're hitting a lot of events in our hand. And Stryfe gets angry with events. Or with that. I'm going to go... That comes in with 5. We get to draw 3 cards. Jessica Jones. Marvel Girl. Mind Scan. We'll go X Gene and Genius to play Mind Scan, which will clear extreme measures. We'll force Amnesia that, mainly just to get the one there. Skilled Investigator triggers. We get the draw. We get to Ready Cable, Ready Gray Malkin. We're going to use... I actually don't know if Safe House is worth putting back into play at this point. We're so close to just like bursting down damage. Are we going to actually get our money's worth out of that? So let's use... Now let's use Clear the Area to play Body Slide. We'll flip down. Professor will draw us a card, which is Eros. Actually, we may just play Safe House because there's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards I can't even play. So we'll just grab Safe House. Safe House will give us a card into a strength. Okay, well that kind of fixed. That's fine. We will flip up to Cable. Mind Scan. No. Hope Summers will take out Vanisher. We're not going to be pushing. We will. We'll push. We'll push. Okay, so Cable is going to hit for 1. We will take 1. That gets discarded. Stryfe gets pushed. Comes in with 17. Each player discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a psionic attachment is discarded and reveals that card. Attach your identity. Your allies' upgrades and supports interplay exhausted. Exhaust 3 cards you control to discard this card in alter ego. Oh! Gross. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, jeez. Okay, we will Plasma Rifle Jessica Jones for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you should actually have 12. Or 13, yeah. Then we'll Strength Marvel Girl to play Eros, who comes into play exhausted. And we'll stand up. I should have Scimitar'd earlier, but I missed that. Okay. Got Telekinetic Blast. That's lethal right there, if we can play both of them. That's 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 4 events, an ally, and 2 resources. So Stryfe is going to attack us for 5. Eros will block. Choose to either discard 1 resource card from your hand or take 2 damage. We'll take 2. 1, 2. Then our encounter card is Tempo. While Tempo is engaged with you, you get +1 hand size. Let's go. Hey, Robert, how supported is this game? Very, very supported. The campaign, it came out last week. Yeah, this is, I think, the game that FFG is really supporting right now. Arkham Horror is still alive. Lord of the Rings they're not putting out any new content on, but like one of the main designers of Lord of the Rings, Caleb, is the one who designed or did a lot of the design for Marvel Champions, and that's currently coming out. It is, It's the most supported LCG that FFG has. Yeah. After tempo activates against you, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. Ew. That's awesome for Domino. That's really cool. Okay, so we got an X Gene and a Energy to play a Telekinetic Blast for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for lethal. Oh, wait, it costs one more. Grey Malkin. There you go. Let's read the end of the campaign. Now, this will be spoilers for the next campaign. I'll just go ahead and say that. Stryfe is defeated and players win the campaign. Read the conclusion on the next page. You might be stronger than me, but you're not stronger than X-Force. This controls Stryfe times teleporter. I'll open a portal back to our time. Set the destination for Xavier School. We're taking Hope home. This charge will destroy the teleporter once we're through. Sorry for running off. I should know better than to try to do it all myself. That was a lesson we could learn. What's happening? This can't be right. We are where and when we should be. What happened here? Apocalypse. So, with that, Xavier School is burned down. We have the next box very heavily points to an apocalypse box, which is very, very exciting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This campaign seems a bit easier than the previous ones. Yeah, the standard I think is easier. I've heard that it's a really big step up for expert, and so that's where we're going to be starting tomorrow. And so I'm excited to see that. Marvel Champion is probably the biggest one right now, and Dagger probably will be next. Good timing. I have to head out and see you beat him first. Nice. Thanks for hanging out, B. Holland. Apocalypse was always my favorite villain. Very cool. Very cool. I hope they do repackage. I think they will repackage more Lord of the Rings stuff. Yeah. Be a shame if they don't and they just move on to other games. No, I think there's still a couple that are pretty high likelihood to hit them. Okay, and I'm gonna Guarismo. Am I saying that correctly? Am I close? Did I remember? Apocalypse. Yes, it is. Oh, that's so exciting. Ooh, yeah. Standard, I thought the campaign was a little easy. Seems easier than Magneto and Standard. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It was much easier than Magneto and Standard. I think so. Yep. Score. Let's go. Yeah, I think so. I played through the expert campaign. I played through the first 4 villains in expert, and they were not easy. And so I think it was a very intentional discrepancy between power levels on standard and expert when designing the box. And so I'm excited to see how expert falls because the standard was pretty easy. The villains were all really interesting, and I also think that the campaign made it easier, whereas sometimes the campaign rules make it more difficult. Alrighty, see ya. See ya. So yeah. How is Mr. Sinister? Mr. Sinister is really cool. Is there any difficult? Yeah, there's a lot of difficult modulars in the box. The modulars I think are some of the better modulars that we've received in a box before. I really like the Mr. Sinister stuff. I think we're gonna play Mr. Sinister again. We're only an hour and 30 minutes into the stream, so we're gonna throw one more game in. I'm gonna do a community deck, and so what we'll do is we'll hop over to Marvel CDB, pick out one of our a deck on that front page, and play that. So we'll do that here in a second. I'm gonna be right back, clean up, but I think I want to go back to Mr. Sinister, play him on expert, and see how that plays. I think that'll be fun. Joshy said on D20 stream that I think an easier campaign is a good thing. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Yeah, get your friends who obviously can't play as often as me. Doing an easier campaign helps keep them engaged. I think so. Yeah. What was the scenario I liked the most? Ooh, that's interesting. I think the scenario that I enjoyed the most in the campaign was I'm bouncing back and forth between the last 3. So Juggernaut, Stryfe, and Mr. Sinister. I need to play Stryfe some more, but I really like the design where Stryfe like gives you stuff, but also is gets more powerful based on the stuff he gives you. I think that's really cool. Mr. Sinister seems pretty cool. I wonder if I like Mr. Sinister, if I just like the mod sets that Mr. Sinister plays with. And so I want to play with that again. And Juggernaut is just so different. I think it's interesting. Congratulations on beating the standard campaign. By this logic, I feel entitled and I'm going to bed. Yep. But I'll give you a parting gift. Nice. Thank you so much for hanging out, Joshy. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Oh, thank you for this. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Tier 1 6 months in advance. How incredible. What a wonderful person. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you later this week. Or maybe actually tonight. You'll be in the office watching D20 and I play in 8 hours. Now you have to stay up late to get your subs worth. Exactly. There you go. Stryfe with Domino is so difficult. Okay. Okay. I'd be down to try a Domino Stryfe deck. That would be fun. Interesting. Yeah, we'll play Domino through the campaign. So let's hop over to. No, I won't be able to see that since I'll be in the office. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube pretty soon. I'll probably drop that on Friday on YouTube. And so today is Wednesday. So that's kind of the current plan. Okay, so let's do a community deck. We'll hop over to CDB. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Then we'll hop over to CDB, pick out a deck that we all like. If there's one on the front page of CDB that you're interested in seeing, just throw that in chat and we can do that one. But I want to play Mr. Sinister. I think we're going to try Mr. Sinister again. Not as fun when I can't talk game with you in D20. That's fair. That's fair. Alrighty, I'll see you all in a sec.